This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Blazers will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Rice Owls offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UAB Blazers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Kitna. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The option look. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
The option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show him really quickly and make it easy on him. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Looking downfield, it's Kitna. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Caught over the middle. It's Klein. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They just keep firing. Just too much of a rush and down. The quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Blazers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Campbell. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Owls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Campbell. Under fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The Blazers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's going to take off. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Going with the ground game left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Finds a little space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Ferguson. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Fires to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UAB.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the right. Find some fresh air. He's loose. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Kitna. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. And the Blazers are marching down the field. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on 2nd down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play and then make...
Lots of running room. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Scanning the field is Kitna. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this play very much starts with protection up front. He has time, and they use the speed of his wide receiver. Look, he starts all the way on the right side of the field, comes all the way across the formation. He throws a dime to him, and he makes the big play down the field.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play, but this has been a defensive war so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's Jacobs. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of the...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the air, it's Kitna. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Klein. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Blazers have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback may change this route. Going up top again. Fires downfield. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Second down coming up. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's Kitna. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Owls! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Kennesaw State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to at KSU. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score.